Right now I am just getting off work. I had to move furniture after work, so I'm just kind of starting a bit later than I normally do. I do apologize. So yeah, just waiting until some folks come on in, and then we'll get the show on the road. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my Twitter. And oh, hey, somebody's watching. Who is in the audience? Hello, person. Anyway, today on Drunken Fools, we just have me because Sean's working and he wishes he could be here, but of course we all have lives outside of this podcast. Yeah, just like I said, I had to work for a few hours and then had to help move a bunch of furniture. So yeah. Hey, how's it going?
That's fine. How you doing?
Good.
Nobody messing you up?
Oh, no, not at all. Just waiting for the folks to come on in. Alright. Alright. Viewer in the audience, who are you, new person? Alright, well anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just say I was supposed to be doing this podcast yesterday. I try to do it every Sunday, but because yesterday is Father's Day, and also just got a couple notifications. Urban Pirate and Richard Stella. Valerie Simon likes my tweet. Okay, that's... Anyway, yeah, just... Yeah, I was supposed to do this, but yesterday was my grandma's birthday and Father's Day, so... Yeah, just was not able to do it because family reasons. No guests. Sort by level. Okay, by level. Yeah, just we're going to talk about Money in the Bank. We're going to talk about Dean Ambrose cashing in, Surprise of the Century. I forgot to say there were going to be spoilers, but there were and are going to be spoilers. Anyway, yeah, just... Oh, hey, what's up, Ashton? Yeah, bro, figure we can, go ahead and... Yeah, let me guess you right quick, bro. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Can hear him.
next thing was Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler, and I did not get invested in this match at all.
I wanted Dolph Ziggler to win, and Sean said Dolph Ziggler too. I think he did.
Well,
Because go ahead.
The thing of it is that Dolph Ziggler is the king of the cancel push.
Yeah.
Just the thing of it is defeating Dolph Ziggler does not really hold any clout anymore. I mean, the guy's a fantastic. The guy can sell better than anybody on the roster. That's guaranteed. But but the thing of it is just they just use Dolph Ziggler as the perpetual jobber, and the fact that they only give Dolph Ziggler to Baron Corbin or Baron Corbin to Dolph Ziggler, and the other way around. I'm going to talk about him later on in this podcast as well. Apollo
That's
Crews
fine.
And Baron Corbin. I thought that the two would be in opposite positions. Baron.
Me too. I thought it would be the same thing.
like Baron Corbin would be white hot, and
Dolph Ziggler would just be on the cold side.
Like I said, I thought that Apollo Crews would have a hard time getting over.
Yeah.
But the fact of it is, I think that my expectations have kind of been reversed on that. That Apollo Crews is getting over as he should tonight or last night, as Money in the Bank. I think was the way that it's like, oh, okay, this is awesome. Apollo Crews is finally here.
I know, right?
So so we got that. Like I said, not impressed really at all. I mean, I hate hearing the boring chants, especially with somebody as talented as Ziggler is. But I mean, I found myself having a hard time, just staying awake in the match, and unfortunately, just I think that they really need to do something with Baron Corbin, or he's going to fall to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal syndrome.
Yeah. Like everything you're saying right now, totally agreeing. I'm just processing in my head. I'm like, that's so true.
This guy knows his shit.
This guy's amazing.
But
this guy's Jesus.
I mean, like the thing of it is, they're solid workers. They put on a decent match, but it wasn't anything that you hadn't seen before. That's all I'm saying about Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler. I was real disappointed about that.
And someone's watching. Who do we got? Darky Snow 97. Oh, and I'll help you with the comments too, Chuck. So.
Yeah, man. Hey, Darky.
Oops, wrong button. I turned myself around.
Oh, dude, yeah. Every time I try to position my computer, anytime I simul, like the on-off switch is right on the side of my computer. So my finger will accidentally press it, and I'm just like,
I know.
Oh shit!
And the thing is, I'm actually using my phone right now, so because you can actually guess with your phone, pretty much with any electronic device, pretty much like computer, phone, anything, and you're frozen again.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you are. It's gonna come back. If you keep talking, it just comes back. Oh, now you're good.
Cool. But yeah, man, I always just do my computer here. It's practical. I can hook up my snowball mic here and be able to do all that. That's what that is. That's what's up. That's what's set up. That's what I love.
I actually have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Why weren't you doing the double cam with Sean last night? Were you busy with something?
Not only was yesterday Father's Day, but it was also my grandma's birthday.
That's right, you discussed that last stream. So I'm like, oh yeah, I totally remember.
And also my girlfriend got off from her second job last night, so I didn't watch Money in the Bank until before I went to work this morning. So yeah, it's still fresh in my head.
So pretty much you've been busy. Pretty much you've been busy.
Yeah, I was kind of explaining to everybody not here yet that we're podcasters, sure, but we have lives.
Of course you have lives. Doesn't everybody?
Sean had to work tonight, so he's unfortunately not able to join us. But
dang it!
I know, man, life.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so next match was the women's tag match between Charlotte and Dana Brooke and Natalya and Becky Lynch. And it was just one of those take it or leave it sort of matches. But I do have to commend Becky Lynch for her performance in the match.
Yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it probably, like Dana Brooke hasn't yet found her footing in the main roster. Charlotte is still trying to find herself post.
Of course she is.
Player. And Natalya is as solid a career as you can have in the women's division. But like I said, I think that the person who really carried the most part of the match on her back is Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I think Becky Lynch too.
Yeah, I could definitely see maybe Becky Lynch being thrown into the fold and maybe having a three-way feud between Charlotte, Natalya, and Becky Lynch, being the tweener in the match, not the good guy, not the bad guy, but the guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Wait, what was? Have we discussed this match yet? It was let's see, it was the Lucha Dragons versus the Dudley Boys.
I didn't have a chance to watch the pre-show.
Oh yeah, I think that was in the pre-show. So
yeah, it was as well as Golden Truth and Brazongo.
Golden Truth and yeah.
Yeah, I got the match card from Wikipedia on my computer as well, so I can just refer to it in my notes.
Yeah, I was thinking from Sean's last stream. I was thinking, did he forget a match, or was that a pre-show? So I didn't know.
Yeah. Like I said, that was a pre-show, and the thing is, those are two real talented tag teams. That could have been a main show match, and probably put Corbin Ziggler again on the pre-show because it's kind of getting to the point that nobody cares about either one. Even though a few months ago they would probably still be able to put on something that the crowd might actually want.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one.
I just had so much high hopes for Corbin. I mean, I know that Dolph Ziggler is probably going to keep swimming in the mid-card, if even that, and until he retires. And that's a shame too. I mean, this is the guy. This is the guy who a year and a half ago was the sole survivor at Survivor Series because Sting screwed Triple H over. He was in the Shawn Michaels position.
All right, keep talking to the people who are here. I gotta be right back, okay? I'll be back in
no problem. Just come back when you can. All right, bud.
Yeah, no, keep the guest on because I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's not that bad.
Yeah, man.
All right, see you in just a couple seconds.
Yeah, bro. Let's see. Anyway, the next match, the next match was Apollo Crews and Sheamus, and really and truly, I think that match defied expectation. Gonna try to find out who Dark Snow 97 is. Freaks. Okay, the Spaz Machine Army. Thanks for fanning you. Well, thanks for fanning me, Dakota Fanning. Okay, discovered awesome people. Well, I'm glad to know that I am in good company there. I'm going to go ahead and ask a little bit about you, Darky Snow 97. How you doing, buddy?
I'm back.
But anyway, I was just getting ready to talk about Apollo Crews and Sheamus. I think that this match was a real sleeper hit. I thought that it was, like I said, just a match that nobody really expected to be as good as it was. But like I said, Apollo Crews is here.
Yep. Oops, sorry. Here we go.
Yeah, him and Sheamus actually had real good chemistry together. I can only think of one spot that I think Sheamus screwed up. It was him trying that Irish curse back on the
yes.
the term or apron.
Mm-hmm.
he almost screwed that up entirely, and I'm just thinking to myself, okay, there goes both of these guys.
Yep. Same way.
Oh God, but like I said, I can't not give this match a passing grade. Just it defied every bit of expectation.
Yeah. Are we giving each match a passing grade?
I kind of have to give the thumbs down to the Ziggler-Corbin match, and
thumbs down. Yeah.
Thumbs up to the 4-way tag match, even though it kind of was a little botchy at times, but it still served a good purpose.
Botoxomania.
John
Cena.
But yeah, like I said, it was a solid. It was an okay first half. It could have been a lot better. But
so are you saying the first half was Botoxy? Botoxomania.
I'd say on the scale of Joan Rivers to Vladimir Putin, it was somewhere in between.
Oh my gosh, perfect.
But I mean, like I said, all joking aside.
Wait, you said between Vladimir Putin and Hillary? No, between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump.
No. You don't remember who Joan Rivers is, do you?
Oh, Joan Rivers? No, she was a comedian, wasn't she?
Yeah. She was like the original person everybody always used to joke make all the Botox jokes.
I know who Joan Rivers is.
Yeah, man. Okay.
You can name me a famous celebrity who died or still alive, and I'll know him. Like, name one right now.
Let's see. Walter Cronkite.
Walter Cronkite used to be on CBS News.
Damn, you're good.
See, okay. My family is surprised that I know all these people. Well, kind of, because I was born in the wrong generation. I'm gonna be playing and singing "Queen Somebody to Love" at the Tennessee Valley Fair.
Oh, nice.
Hence my name, Piano Guy.
That's what that is.
And I've also played Billy Joel's Piano Man before.
Dude, you can never go wrong with probably the greatest modern American storyteller.
There you go.
Dude.
You can name me another person, I'll know him.
Let's see. Trying to think of someone that will really curveball you. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I got one. David Carradine.
Oh, come on! No, I don't know, David Garrity.
I told you.
Screw off.
I'll give you a freaking curveball.
Free gumball! Dang it! No, you should give me free genius points for that one. Dang it! Jeez, I don't even know who he is, but I do know. Let's see. Okay, let's make it more fair. Name me a music legend that you know.
Oh God, music legend. God, really, it depends on the era.
Anything really.
The
oldest I can go to is Cab Calloway.
Cab Calloway, there you go, man. Like 20s, 30s.
Heidi, Heidi, Heidi ho.
Oh, nice. Shit, far back.
Of course, I know who he is.
Far back as I go, man, is like Charlie Parker.
The Beatles.
Dude, Coltrane, or not Coltrane. I mean, I do know Coltrane, but Charlie Parker precedes the Beatles.
Okay, hold on. Let me name a couple. We got Elvis Presley, the Beatles, the Monkees, the Animals. We got Billy Joel, Elton John, Willie Nelson. We got, let's see, who else? Dang it. Ray Charles. Dang it. Fudge. Michael Jackson. Dang it. Jeez. Madonna. A lot more.
I'm starting to think you're not as young as you are.
I know. I am young, I must say.
Then again,
but I'm used to it.
Who is these days?
I I know, right? I am a young shell, but an old soul.
Anyway,
pretty much. Go for it.
Okay. But anyway, so yeah, next thing on the card was AJ Styles and John Cena.
John Cena.
I feel like
that's what I said when Sean was going to the next match card and he was about to say AJ Styles versus John Cena. He was like, okay, next match card. And he was like, oh god, not this. And he was like, AJ Styles versus John Cena. And then automatically I put in the comments, John Cena.
Of course you would, without skipping a beat. You are a true fan.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah. So my thoughts on this match, I gotta give it an 8.5. I wish I could go a little bit higher on it, but the fact is,
a half. So you're saying 5 out of 10?
No, I said 8.5.
Oh, 8.5. I thought you said half.
The action leading up to the final, I think, like minute and a half, where the club comes in and just destroys John Cena.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I wouldn't change anything about that. But the thing of it is, beating John Cena did nothing for AJ Styles the way that it went down. As fantastic a match as it was, I just could not buy that AJ Styles could be a legit force against John Cena without the club, and just the best way, like back in the day when you beat Hulk Hogan clean, you did something.
Mm-hmm.
Today, when you beat John Cena clean, you've done something.
I know, right?
And the thing is, just the way that they cheated John Cena, and I did want AJ Styles to win. I just felt a little robbed. I just felt like a little robbed from what it could have been.
I know, yeah.
I know they're probably going to be setting up the big program to SummerSlam or maybe a little after on down the road, but like I said, just last year when Kevin Owens beat John Cena clean, I mean, it opened the floodgates.
Yeah.
in my opinion, that was a forerunner for Feud of the Year.
Yeah.
But with all that said, I still give it a passing grade. I give it a solid 8.5. All things considered.
So, other matches you want to discuss?
The Money in the Bank was next, I think.
Oh, the Money in the Bank, Dean Ambrose?
Yes.
Dean Ambrose.
I think that was probably the match of the night, in my opinion. I mean, it was everything that it was supposed to be.
I wanted Dean Ambrose to win from the very start because he deserves a lot, really.
I was thinking that Kevin Owens would win.
Chris Jericho, I don't think they would let him win because they're probably depending on his age, but I think that's kind of stupid.
No,
and here's another reason why he wouldn't win, or why they wouldn't let him win, is because he's pretty close to his retiring age. I think he's like 46 right now, 45, 46.
Like 45 or something like that. But
that's pretty old for a wrestler who's still wrestling. So.
Well, the thing is about 4 or 5 years, Chris Jericho's been a part-time. He comes in for
part-timer
programs and everything. Really and truly, he's glorified enhancement talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put Jericho in a feud with somebody, and because his name still carries some modicum of clout, you beat Chris Jericho, you done something.
Yeah.
But then again, when you're in pro wrestling, it's like dog years. I remember for several years how Jericho claimed he was the first undisputed champion. 3 years later, it's like, who the hell cares? What have you done recently?
Yeah.
But, I think Chris Jericho even made that point himself about it. Like, 1 year in pro wrestling is like 7 years. It's like dog years.
And it sucks to say, I'm pretty sad Cesaro didn't win, because right now he's in his, prime in the WWE right now. Even Sean...
He'll have his moment. He will have his moment. I mean,
he will.
if anybody has that organic Daniel Bryan-esque support, it's Cesaro.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's going to get to the point where people are going to want Cesaro to be in the main event, that it's going to be deafening, the same way that it was for Daniel Bryan going into WrestleMania 30. Because if you planned on Daniel Bryan actually main eventing WrestleMania 30, then you are full of crap.
I know, right? Obviously.
But anyway, trying to think. Like I said, I think that it could have been a bit more action. It was a serviceable debate. It was really good. I give it a 9. I wish that it had a couple of more unique spots, but there's only so much that we haven't seen yet out of that kind of match.
Yeah, and sorry to intrude. Sorry to intrude, but Sean announced a new Facebook page on you guys. I already know it. Santa Bacon, yes.
Yes.
Quick question / statement-ish.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you guys going to be in the Knoxville, Tennessee area?
I've not really planned on it. I have family.
Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, man.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem.
I was talking to my father. I was talking to my father, and he was just asking if piano was good today, because I was practicing my "Somebody to Love" by Queen and singing it today. So, yeah, pretty busy with that.
Oh,
but go ahead.
I hear you there. But like I said, I've not really made any major plans about going to any wrestling shows. If I hear about them close to my area, I'll go. But
because I'll tell you this, I'm near the Knoxville area, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I was wondering, because it'd be cool to see you guys in real life, talk to you, hang out, because this is a really cool gimmick you guys have.
Oh yeah, dude.
Wait.
What motivated us to do this?
What if you guys were a tag team in the WWE?
Oh god, dude! I remember, I think there was a video on my Facebook page of me cutting a promo as the Bacon. But yeah, dude. Like I said, I do have family in Tennessee. Unfortunately, it's the eastern part of Tennessee. It's in Kingsport.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I happen to be in Tennessee at all, if there's a wrestling show in Tennessee, I'll probably try and pack the Bacon suit and have some fun that way.
And you said you were moving to Chicago, weren't you?
Well, me and my girlfriend are trying to weigh out the options between Charlotte, North Carolina, and Chicago, Illinois.
I was just up there visiting relatives, because I moved down to Tennessee in 2010.
Okay,
and
so you're in Chicago?
Yeah, I used to live in Chicago, and we barely have time to see my relatives at all. So I was wondering if you're gonna move to Chicago or not, because
Well, like I said, me and my girlfriend are kind of talking about it. She's from Serbia.
Oh.
Yeah, and we're trying to find out all the legalities of her staying past her work visa. See if she can maybe get a education visa or whatever the hell that is. And which would mean she wouldn't be able to work or anything like that. If she were to take a job, she'd probably have to be paid under the table or something like that. And yeah, just a lot of legality to it, but yeah. Charlotte, we both have a lot of friends in Charlotte. She has connections with some friends there from.
I mean,
from her family.
You have all your friends in North Carolina. In North Carolina, you got Sean, you got Wayne, you got Jared. You got, let's see, who else you got? You got Jeff. You got, let's see, you got DJ, and you got,
well, actually, DJ moved to Charlotte back in, I think, November. And Wayne, I don't think is ever going to leave here.
Well, obviously.
But I can't do a kid, Wayne. I'm not that demented.
Oh my gosh, this is so hilarious. When you guys were not like live streaming, I was going, cause I watched the Trivial Pursuit 5 SmackDown. I'm like thinking, I missed most of these Trivial Pursuits, so I'm just gonna go back and review the Trivial Pursuit 4 SmackDown.
Oh, good.
And
Lord.
I have to say, Trivial Pursuit 4 is probably one of my favorites so far.
Oh god!
And
they get even better every year.
Wayne is so hilarious. He was like, I gotta study all these questions so bad, and you're like, Trivial Pursuit's in 364 days. This is the part he was like trying to study for the question.
Oh, god. Like Wayne does that character.
This was when he was in Hulk mode right now.
like Wayne does that character, just basically to make fun of me.
Poor Chuck.
Unfortunately, sometimes he doesn't know when to stop or anything like that. But
What do you feed him? What do you feed him?
Riddle out.
Feed him all the gummy bears they have in there.
Oh god! I mean, you right?
Heard of what?
Ritalin. Apparently, somebody gave him.
Yeah,
Ritalin.
he needs Ritalin. No, this is a kid who needs Ritalin. This is a kid who needs Ritalin.
Oh my god! I've known Wayne for years, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. But
here's a kid who needs Ritalin. Okay. So I was, sorry, I was entering comments. I was messaging Sean on Messenger because I was bored and I didn't have anything else to do. So I was messaging Sean on Messenger, and we were talking about Ritalin with the John Cena fact from like two or three streams ago when I was up in Chicago and I needed Ritalin. I still despise that. But anyway, we were, I was at an Asian restaurant called Asia Cafe, and Jared wasn't working there.
So let's see. Jared wasn't working there. Where in the world would he be? He was probably auditioning for Lost Colony, got cast as an Indian, and started playing baseball in Cleveland.
Pretty much. Okay, so I was at the restaurant, and it was Friday, so every weekend they have karaoke, and I sing and play piano, blah, 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 and everything like that. So, pretty much, this was almost time when I was leaving, and this kid came up, and his dad forced him to go up there. These were ultimate rednecks, okay?
They were rednecks
like
everywhere.
The extremely extremist rednecks thing, And he got up there, and he told the KJ, I want to sing Sweet Home Alabama. Bad impersonation included.
One of those at every karaoke bar, dude.
Yeah. And after his comment, God forbid, he said Trump for 2016.
Doesn't surprise me.
And it was a kid. It was a kid who was forced by his fish ball sized balls to go up there because he doesn't even have the gonads to go up there. And no, okay. And then the dad says, "Come on, son, let's go." And I'm like, and he's like, "What? What? Let's go." Apparently these people are deaf and retarded.
Well, I mean, there's only so much that can be said, man.
And everyone at the restaurant was speechless. You couldn't hear anything for 30 seconds. I actually timed that.
I'm gonna let you in on something. There are rednecks everywhere you go. but it does become
who like Donald Trump. But listen, I don't even think Donald Trump even cares about those people. Like, the rednecks think the rednecks think he do, but Donald Trump doesn't care about them. He just cares about himself and his money. Aw, come on, Gene, you have to be that mean? Need some major upgrades on the co-host.
Hey, Gino, what's up, bro?
Oh, do you know him?
Seriously, dude, we try not to talk politics too much on the show, but yeah, like...
I was just talking about a thing, because, I am a singer, and I also play piano, and this kid came up and said Trump for 2016 in front of, like, I say a couple people at a restaurant, so that's the only time we're gonna ever speak politics in this video, okay, Gene? If you're watching me right now, it's the only time.
Anyway, so the next match on the card was Rusev and Titus O'Neil, and...
Oh, and Gene just says, like if you weren't alive during the Attitude Era. Oh.
Alright, cool it, guys, cool it.
I'm not saying anything, go ahead.
I know, just like, yeah, this is a show for the wrestling fans, by the wrestling fans, and of the wrestling fans. It doesn't matter whether, if the commonality is that we all love this craft.
Yeah, go ahead.
But anyway, the Rusev Titus O'Neil match, God help them, they tried. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The crowd was not into it. The crowd was not too much into it. There was very little build, if any. It was just like, Titus O'Neil comes up to the ring one day and is just like, I'm gonna take your belt, Rusev.
Yeah. And I already knew Rusev was gonna win anyway, so because after the Titus O'Neil and the Vince McMahon incident that happened, so yeah, they want to give him they want to give him.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of like the sorry we suspended you for 60 days package.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But Gene, sound off anytime you like, dude. What were your thoughts of the Rusev Titus match?
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Say anything?
Yeah.
Not anything rude or inappropriate, like you just did earlier. We just want to keep this nice and calm.
He'll take the belt at SummerSlam.
Titus O'Neil will take the belt at SummerSlam. Huge push coming.
The push is coming.
I'm not going to say anything. That's his opinion, so let him have it. That's his prediction. I think that Rusev might hold on to it a little bit longer. I actually kind of agree with his statement.
I think that they need to reestablish Rusev because he lost a ton of steam throughout 2/3 of 2000.
And he even was in the League of Legends. And the League of Legends was like stupid. I'm like,
you mean League of Nations? Ugh. Even worse.
That's cringeworthy. And I'll read the comments. He says, tag match was great, agreed, and Rusev goes for the big belt. Yeah.
Eventually. I'd say probably build him up going into 2017. Now, have him hold on to the U.S. title for I'd say probably until after SummerSlam, maybe going into Survivor Series at the latest.
Yeah.
And then have him be a viable contender going into 2017. I mean, that's the thing. Second tier championships.
And he says brand split is going to be huge. Will there be a second
belt? I think that they should put the United States title on one show and the Intercontinental on the other one, like they did with the previous brand split, and then just have them be the second tier championships, to build up somebody to the main event the way that a second tier championship should be. I mean, call me old school that way, but that's how it should be. Let's see. So anyway, the next thing on the, like I said, just Rusev and Titus O'Neil. The crowd was not into it, and that's all I got to say about that. It just really wasn't anything. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Now, this match, it's still solid in my head, but I think that Rollins really. Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. Let me try it again, bud. All right. So, like I said, the main event was just kind of. I don't want to.
Hey Chuck, and Gene just asked a question again, and he said, "Do you think it will be one champ that can be on both shows?"
I think that's how it should. I think that's how it should be. Like, I think that they should return to the single brand pay-per-views like they did from 2003 to 7.
Yeah.
You know, like, and you know, I know that they're talking about 2 pay-per-views in a month. I think that's just burning the candle on both ends, even if you have 2 unique rosters.
Yeah.
Like the thing of it is just the fact that when you would have the Raw pay-per-view one month, the SmackDown pay-per-view another month. It gives ample time to build up a storyline going into the pay-per-view, like 6-7 weeks ahead of time on either show, and that way you have the champion who can appear on either show at their women's behest, and just be able to have the champion be the ultimate flex player.
Yeah.
I think that the World Heavyweight Championship, the tag team titles, and the women's title should be able to be on both shows whenever they so please.
Yeah.
Because I think that way it keeps all the belts relevant. And plus, having the States and Intercontinental shows, that each show cares about its middle of the road roster and all that, so that way that you're able to build that.
Oh, and Gene says, "Here's how I've seen this past decade. The past 5 years were the early '90s. I think we're in a 1995-like year. We're about to see phenomenal pro."
Yeah, I mean the thing about it is that.
Wrestling in the next 3 years, so yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is that in the new generation, similar to the new era, new generation being 20 years ago, Vince McMahon was starting to show faith in the smaller guys. Your Bret Harts and your Shawn Michaels. You also had the Mick Foleys. Vince McMahon was able to create a star out of the pure strength of all the character of all the wrestlers on the roster.
Yeah.
You had Bret Hart, who has the pro wrestling pedigree that dates back to the early days of the reinstated Olympics.
Yeah.
You have Shawn Michaels, who has just the natural swagger and charisma that a champion should have.
Oh yeah.
You have Steve Austin.
Austin, yeah.
Just raises all kinds of hell.
Obviously.
Three faces of Foley. I mean, that sells itself. Yeah, just a look that's so unique and just kind of so indicative of the everyman that that it actually does make you think, if he can do it, why not?
And he says, "I don't like how they've called this an era. Why not let it become organic? It's like they're telling me what I'm getting instead of we fans saying this. Another golden age or great era."
Gene, it all marks up to one word and one word alone. To quote the great Yogurt from Spaceballs, merchandising.
Yes! Yes! Agreed!
WWE the T-shirts, WWE the flamethrower, the kids love this one, and WWE the doll, which I guess could cast as the new Wrestle Buddy or whatever. But anyway, yeah, just like
I love
said,
Spaceballs.
It all marks up to one word: merchandising.
Merchandise, totally.
Yeah. I mean that's really all there is to that, and can be said about that. But of course, the next thing I'm going to talk about is Dean Ambrose cashing in Money in the Bank. And personally, I think that it was a bit too soon for Dean Ambrose to cash in Money in the Bank. I mean, like I said, the verdict's still out as to whether it's a good thing or not for him to go ahead and cash it in, but. I like I said, they could have let Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns do a little bit more breathing, or do a double turn, or Dean Ambrose. Like they can very well make Seth Rollins the sympathetic face by having Dean Ambrose just straight up wail on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that if I was in charge of booking, that's how I would have
done it.
And
Gene is saying puts major heat for a triple threat at SummerSlam. Yeah, agreed.
I could see that. I mean, I would probably have Dean cash in at Battleground leading into SummerSlam. I just think that it was too soon to put Dean Ambrose over at Money in the Bank for the world title. I mean, there's probably nobody else on the roster that deserves it, but there's got to be a right time and a right place and a right reason.
Mhm.
Yeah, like when I look at a champion, when I look at somebody who's holding the championship, I look at two things: what's the belt, and who's holding it. And
yes.
I guess a third reason, obligatorily, why?
Yes. And I think we would answer all those questions.
Yeah, I mean, they got the history, they got the build up. They're always probably going to have that as long as they're going to have all three of the guys, or any combination of the three guys, in a match together. It just writes itself. It's the same as Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They can just pick up exactly where they left off at any given time on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw your comment on Facebook, Gene, that overall you thought that it was an excellent show. I do have to agree. But I do have to say that because of a few major hiccups.
The first, like you said earlier in the stream, first half was kind of
take it or leave it.
Yeah. Some stuff botchy, some stuff is
Yeah, like I said, they probably could have taken out. They probably could have taken out Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler and given more time to the four-way tag match, and I'd say probably one of the two pre-show matches. I'd say Lucha Dragons and the Dudleys, and it probably would have been a more serviceable pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was. Let's see. It was the Dudleys and the Lucha Dragons, and it was Golden Truth. And I forgot who the other one was. Who was the
Tyler Breeze and Fandango?
Tyler Breeze and Fandango, yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I seriously think that they could have taken Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler off the card entirely and given that spot to Lucha Dragons, Dudley Boys, and maybe an extra 4 or 5 minutes to the four-way tag match.
And it's kind of the same thing with why I think the Lucha Dragons would win that match is, alright, let's go back to the main event theory, correct? And okay. Gene is saying, and they need to quit burying Dolph
Ziggler. I think they're overexposing him. That's the thing. I'm actually really looking forward to the brand extension because you're filling up 5 hours of television time a week. That's excluding things on the network like Main Event and Superstars. And so everybody's just being so overexposed to the point that they're not special.
Okay, so let me read some of his comments. Gene says he knows this stuff. The Golden Truth match, I went to the bathroom, garbage filler match, and he's Mr. Perfect mixed with Shawn Michaels.
Dolph Ziggler. I would say that he does have Shawn Michaels' charisma mixed with Kurt Hennig's ability, but yeah, I just think that he's kind of being passed by, and really and truly, there's I hate to say it, but I think that Dolph Ziggler's past the point of no return.
And that he knows this comment? Yes, I do know this. Hey, JoJo! What's going on, JoJo? We're just talking about Money in the Bank. And some other gibberish on the Drunken Fools of Wrestling.
Yep. But anyway, so yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about on today's podcast is what happened to Barry Lawler.
Oh yeah, he got suspended for getting arrested with domestic violence, didn't he? And JoJo just said, "I just got off work. Thought Thanks, JoJo. You're awesome.
Yeah.
She's a longer fan than I am, and she's awesome.
Yeah, because she had to work, but she still loves us.
Of course she does.
But anyway, yeah, just like, I really hate it for Lawler because A, he can't keep it in his pants, and B, he's starting to finally be a more tolerable announcer again. You know, reverting back to his attitude era.
This is when he was like getting back into the groove, like Lawler's new groove, and then he just completely ruins it all. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's just another one of those instances, and I hate it to hell to see it to somebody like who's as legendary as Jerry Lawler.
I know it's really hard to see, and when I saw that on Facebook, I'm like. Just how? Jerry Lawler is like amazing. I know, right?
I mean, yeah, like I said, he was starting to find new life through his old gimmick, and just to see him. I mean, I don't know the whole story, and I'm probably not going to say anything past what I'm going to say until the evidence becomes a bit more conclusive, but. Yeah, it's a shame. This is the guy who was probably the only guy in the world who was able to put Andy Kaufman over.
Yes, I totally forgot about that. And all right, and just to kind of go off topic, what was your favorite part with Andy Kaufman and the Jerry Lawler feud back in the 80s?
Probably when they were on Letterman.
Dang it! I was gonna say that. When Lawler poured coffee on what was it? Kaufman poured coffee on Lawler, and then Lawler just slapped the heck out of Kaufman, got him out of his chair.
I mean, this was an example. Yeah, I mean,
complete work, says Gene.
Well, the thing about it is, leave it to. Yeah, leave it to the.
And he says 100% wasn't a shoot, and a new person is watching. Spastic Zen, welcome.
Zen. But anyway, back to my point. This was before the internet. This is when kayfabe was
real
reality for wrestling, and the fact of it is,
this was when kayfabe was directed, and it still is.
Well, I mean, a lot of people argue that it's dead and everything, thanks to WWE pretty much just incinerating the curtain of the perceived reality that they want to give their product. But yeah, the thing about it is what made that just such a unique moment, not just in wrestling history but in television history.
Yeah, and Gene says kayfabe is dead, and thank you, Vince. And he also says. Thanks. Okay, just an asterisk. Okay.
I think it was just I think he was just correcting a spelling error from his previous one, but.
Yeah. And Miss JoJo is saying, I even tried to watch a wrestling thing. What is happening to me?
You are getting bitten by the pro wrestling bug, JoJo.
Dang Canadians, never watching wrestling.
Do not fight it. Next time they do a show in Saskatchewan, go there. You will have a fun time. Trust me.
The only wrestling they have is the goalie fights.
I mean, sometimes they do shows in Canada. You have to go to like Toronto or Montreal, but they do shows in Canada.
What about Ottawa?
I don't know if they do shows in Ottawa, but I'm sure you can find like Stampede Wrestling in Calgary or. I'm sure you can find something on like TSN or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, just what the hell were we talking about?
Or the Canadian and Miss JoJo is saying I'd probably rather watch a hockey fight. At least it's real.
Not since the 90s.
Not since the 90s. Perfect.
But all joking aside, this is actually something that I kind of wanted to talk about on the podcast. Why I'm a wrestling fan.
It's because you are, and he's saying wrestling real to me.
But anyway, I'm gonna take this time right now to kind of be serious and all that. I'll
go ahead.
aside. Talk about why how I became a wrestling fan. Like, I remember, I think the first wrestling show I went to, I was probably about 8 or 9 years old. They used to have this charity wrestling show by the Lions Club. It was like one of those local charity organizations. I don't know if they had that in Illinois or Tennessee.
The charity events, they have it in Tennessee, and they do have it in Illinois, so yes. And Gene is saying fight for sight, yeah.
Gene remembers. See, me and Gene go way back. We go way back. We grew up together, but anyway, what it is like, I think I was about 8 or 9. My dad took me, and a lot of his employees and coworkers took their sons and everything, and like you get a lot of indie guys, you get a lot of local card WCW, WWE guys, and it was always either the weekend before the weekend after or before WrestleMania or the weekend of WrestleMania weekend. And I really got hooked into it, and I think more about it in my adult age. I've actually been thinking a lot about it the last about 2 or 3 years. Why I'm still such a devoted fan. I remember growing up, I used to watch a lot of variety shows. Carol Burnett, Flip Wilson, God knows where's
Klugman and Randall. I'm just kidding.
Sonny and Cher.
Sonny and Cher.
I used to watch a lot of variety shows, and really and truly, when I break down the mechanics of it and all the memories that I do have from being a wrestling fan, I feel like I can attribute a lot of that to my love of variety shows. Because really and truly, when you break it down, pro wrestling, in my opinion, is the last great variety show.
The Carol Burnett show.
Comedy, suspense, musical numbers every now and again.
What about your Carol Channing show?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to get Carol Channing as a guest host in the Trump era Raw.
I would like to be here.
Welcome, everybody.
Hello, my name is Carol Channing.
I'm gonna put you in a match, you son of a bitch.
I'm gonna put you in a straitjacket.
But,
and Gene is saying, haven't thought of it that way, but amazing analogy.
But yeah, like I said, just growing up and during dinner, my family would watch the Waltons, and then afterwards, Carol Burnett would come on, and
the Carol Channing.
Well, I mean, watching all the wrestlers in the ring. I mean, it was like watching an act by Harvey Korman and all the other core Carol Burnett show crew.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just that, it really made me think a lot about my childhood and why I'm a wrestling fan. I think that's...
So, you're a wrestling fan because of your childhood. I can give you genius points for that one. Though it wasn't even a question, but I'm going to still give you genius points on that one. Not genius, genius.
Where can I redeem them?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I was thinking the question from Trivial Pursuit 4.
Oh good lord, which one? Are bears related to dogs?
Which was the shortest?
Oh, the kilometer of the mile.
And you were talking about the genius of Jared's you know what? Then you said which one was the shortest?
Oh god.
Sean died on that one.
Oh yeah. God, I need to watch that episode back. But yeah, just so yeah, sound off everybody on the stream. What do you think? This is the question of the day. What do you think motivated you to be a fan of pro wrestling?
Well, I think being a fan of pro wrestling, it kind of runs down in the family, really. And when my dad was a little one, he used to go to wrestling shows, and he absolutely loved them. And he decided to keep the tradition on, and he decided to go to, I think it's 2 or 3 WrestleManias with my older brother, who's 20 right now.
Oh, nice.
When he was a young one, because he always loved wrestling. He always always loved watching The Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Andre, just a lot of those people. And he decided, yeah, I know. King Kong Bundy.
Oh yeah, we could go all
Bam Bam Bigelow, The Earthquake.
We could go all the way back with the classic.
We can go all the way back. I don't care.
Yeah, we.
And Gene is saying, Gene is saying, my grandfather ordered every pay-per-view from the 80s all the way to the early 2000s. Whoa. I remember watching Starrcade, Fall Brawl, and Ric Flair winning the 92 Rumble.
So yeah, you know, like...
And JoJo is saying, I only try to watch wrestling because of this.
Hey, I mean, yeah, like...
And Gene is saying again... Dang it. Gene's saying my earliest memory was the 92 Rumble.
That's an excellent memory. I think my earliest memory
awesome.
was like, I think probably like watching British Bulldog, I think, on Monday Night Raw back in '95, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan. Like, you know, I was just hanging out with my dad, and he was just flipping through the channels, like. Yeah, me and my dad used to go to a lot of wrestling shows whenever they were up in Norfolk, because Norfolk's only about like a stone's throw from where I'm at. You know, it's probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And you know, like I remember, you know, the Fight for Sight. You know, my first one was when I was in 3rd grade, but I went like every alternating year. Like 4th grade, my granddad was in the hospital sick with cancer, and he wound up dying the next month. So we weren't able to go because yeah, man,
That's really harsh. Now you just made this stream happy to sad. Why are you doing this to me, Chuck?
I'm not doing this on purpose now.
Or are you?
Anyway, like, there's a silver lining to it, believe me. Like, you know, probably every Saturday for like 3 or 4 months before he died, we always went to Norfolk to go visit him, and because we couldn't go to Fight for Sight that year, a friend of my dad's had a friend who lived in Norfolk who was able to get a whole bunch of WCW house show tickets, because back then they couldn't hardly give those things away, you know, like just WCW was starting to get in the shitter. And,
yep, and then years later it ended, so there you go.
Yeah, but you know, like back then, you know, just it was awesome because, you know, like it was my first time going to a house show and being able to see a lot of the guys I normally see on TV. Guys like,
that's awesome.
Like Conan, Rey Mysterio Jr.
And sorry to interrupt, but Gene is saying the '97 Starrcade Sting Hogan match was hands down my favorite match of all time. Maybe not for technique, but for the build up to that match.
I loved the build-up to it. I really did, and I love Crow Sting. You know, like, but anyway, I'll address yours in a second, Gene. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, man. But yeah, just I got to see a lot of my favorite guys like Rey Mysterio Jr., Billy Kidman, Chris Benoit. You know, just like I said, a lot of my favorite guys and everything. And I remember.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I remember even getting the Conan T-shirt and just being so proud of. The day after. Oh, you see what I did last night? I was all bowdy and rowdy, bitch. Of course, the final expletive of that statement I did not say because I was 10.
Because you were 10.
Oh yeah, man.
Or you could have said botch, like Maroney from Johnny Dangerously. You little corksucker.
I did not think of that. I was 10.
You little. You've seen Johnny Dangerously before, haven't you?
Dude. Yeah, I have. But but anyway,
yeah.
But anyway, to finally get to your statement, Gene, the '97 Starrcade, I love the build up to it, but I think the match itself was just such a mess. You know, like I watched the match. I don't quite care for it. I love the build up to it, but if you're gonna build up a match for a year and a half. Yeah, just the fact is, you got to deliver, and it did.
I have a question over here. I'm raising my hand. Well, wait, okay. So in the last streams, we did Mad Libs, and we did it with the comments. So, do you want to do Mad Libs, or do you want to keep talking?
I totally did not bring my Mad Libs, because I just grabbed my computer straight from work.
Oh, wait, I think there's, like, Mad Libs online.
Let me look into that. Let me look into that right quick.
Because, back in, like, 4th grade, we did Mad Libs online, and we pretty much came up with some funny stuff, so.
Yeah. Well, anyway, while I'm looking for that, I'm going to talk about some future plans for this podcast.
Yes. Go ahead.
I'm wanting to, once I reach 10 episodes of this podcast, I'm going to open up a Patreon page.
All right.
Yeah, like yeah, just one of those things. You know, like if this thing has any legs to go off of, then just be able to truly make this the pro wrestling podcast that is entirely of the fans, by the fans, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, we need an occupation. Anybody?
Occupation. I'll go first. Occupation. I will do police officer.
Police officer. Ashton. Gino has a question for you.
Oh, Gene. Okay. Gene is asking, co-host, do you remember WCW? Yes, I do. I do remember WCW. Do you have any questions with me with WCW?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of these people know who I am, and since you're
I know Chuck, I know Sean, I know Wayne, I know Jeff, I know Jared, yes, I know all the factory boys, so yes.
And like I said, you're the honorary co-host and Sean is here, so if anybody wants any questions to ask you.
Yeah, the other co-host, Sean, I think he's like busy with stuff, isn't he?
Yeah, he got called into work tonight.
Yeah, I'm the substitute co-host, so yeah.
Alright, so gonna need a verb. Or no, noun, sorry.
A noun? Sorry? Are you Canadian?
I don't know how the hell that came up.
Alright, a noun. I'm gonna have to say McDonald's.
McDonald's, okay. Next up is going to be an adjective.
An adjective, I'm gonna have to say sticky.
Sticky. Another noun.
Another noun? Dang. I'm gonna have to say dog. Dog.
Verb.
Verb, I'm gonna have to say hit.
Hit. Adjective.
Adjective, I'm gonna have to say pretty.
Pretty. Noun.
Noun, I'm gonna have to say shirt.
Shirt.
Shirt. It's so generic.
Verb.
A verb? Verb, I'm gonna have to say touch.
Touch, alright. Another noun and another verb, and that's it.
A noun and a verb. Okay. For my noun, it will have to be piano, and verb has to be play.
Alright.
No work and no play makes Jack go crazy.
Alright, here we go. Today, a police officer named Piano came to our school to talk to us about her job.
What?
She said the most important skill you need to know to do her job is to be able to touch around a sticky shirt.
Oh!
My brother-in-law's a police officer, so I can vouch. She said it was easy for her to learn her job because she loved to hit her when she was my age, and that helps a lot.
Oh!
If you're considering her profession, I hope you can be near a pretty McDonald's. That's very important. If you get to that situation, you won't be able to play next to a dog.
Oh, play next to a dog? So generic.
Anyway, yeah, so that's that. Let's see.
I like the part when you have to touch the sticky shirt.
Like I said, my brother-in-law was a police officer. I've heard some shit in my day.
Okay. Dang.
All right. Anyway, yeah,
anything you want to do?
Let's see. Yeah, we're probably gonna do talk about one last thing. Like my favorite WCW match of all time. Since Gene brought it up, and we're talking WCW because that's kind of how I started watching wrestling and all that. Was probably Halloween Havoc '97 between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
For the Cruiserweight title. I mean, it's just such a fun match to watch. I could watch it 100 times in a row and probably never get bored of it.
Okay. Here's something that I got from Sean's stream. Here's something we haven't even talked about lately.
Oh, go ahead.
So there's this. I think everyone should know this if you have the WWE Network. There's this thing on there that I absolutely love, and I wish they brought the second season, called Legends House.
Okay.
Yes, and Sean was talking about it last stream yesterday, and he actually chose 10 WWE legends that should be on Legends House. He actually chose ones. What?
Now, question: they're all alive, right?
He actually chose ones that were dead and alive. And Gene has a question.
Oh,
do you remember that video rental store that used to be beside Pet Deli?
Movies? Yes, I remember movies.
I used to go there and rent ECW tapes, and those were the days.
I did not know that they had wrestling tapes there. Holy shit! You learn something new every day.
The more you know, as the star goes by.
Yeah, too bad video stores almost don't even exist anymore.
I know. There's only 2 Blockbusters left, and Gene is saying that's how I used to watch ECW.
Yeah, back in the day before you were even around, Ashton.
I know.
In the days of the internet, there was a thing called tape trading. I used to do that sometimes, and yeah, that's how you would get to know, like people that you wouldn't regularly be able to watch by any other service.
Don't worry, I know VHS tapes, so.
All right.
I'm pretty classic. Okay, so here, and Sean listed 10 things from Legends House. It's like legends he wanted to have, and he had I'd say about 2 or 3 people that were dead. The majority of them were alive. Okay, if I can remember, I'll name all 10. Okay. Number one, Gorilla Monsoon.
He died in 99.
Yes, he died in 99. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, him and Bobby Heenan were amazing together, and like I said, Bobby Heenan was the greatest manager of all time, if you ask me, and I hate it to hell the way that that Bobby Heenan is right now. I can only hope for the best for Bobby Heenan.
I know, and hold on, just a second. Sorry, that's my dinner. So go ahead.
Oh yeah, man. Those are my thoughts of Bobby Heenan.
Oh, okay. The second one he said was Eddie Guerrero.
We all know what happened with Eddie Guerrero.
I lie. He lies. He cheats. He steals.
And he left too soon and stole.
And he left too soon. I know, right? He left in 2005, I think.
Yeah, he died in 2005. Gene actually, I remember Gene was the one that broke the news to me that
pretty much like one of my most favorite Latino wrestlers in the WWE. Sorry, Rey Mysterio, and sorry, Chavo, but I have to say Eddie.
Oh yeah. Like I said, Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, like back in the day when Bruce Lee was still alive, Bruce Lee defied what Asians are and should be in film and cinema. Eddie Guerrero, I think, broke all the stereotypes of what a Mexican or Chicano or really any other minority group should be in pro wrestling.
Yes, I totally agree. Okay, so the next one, Sean said, this is another dead one. Dang. This is the American Dream.
Very well.
I know, right? This is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, the dream, baby.
The dream, baby.
Any
thoughts on him?
It's going to be in the Legends House. Don't know how well that lasts. But...
I know. It's really hard to think of some more that
Jack
he said.
Newsom, whoever you are. Hi, buddy.
What? Wait, is he here? Jake and Awesome.
Yeah, Jake Newsom, I think.
Oh, Jake Newsom.
Yeah.
Stupid, sorry.
He's
what's up? Hey, what's up, Jake?
Hey, how you doing, man? Welcome to the Drunken Fools of Wrestling podcast.
We were pretty much just talking about Money in the Bank and the matches, pretty much giving our overall review. We did a Mad Lib, and now we're talking about 10 legends that are dead or alive who should be on WWE's never aired Season 2's Legends House.
Let's see. You gotta have Pat Patterson return, but only if he's with Gerald Briscoe.
Yeah. Okay. So, and the ones we said were Eddie Guerrero, Gorilla Monsoon, and the All-American Dream Dusty Rhodes. And he says, "Oh, YouNow, person's watching."
Yeah. Reveal yourself.
Reveal yourself, sir. You don't have to be private all the time. Of course he's not. Okay. Anyway. Go ahead.
But anyway, Tony Atlas and Hacksaw room together. Oh my God! Everybody wanted to kill Tony Atlas.
Okay, here's another one that Sean said. The next one Sean said, this time this person is alive. The Nature Boy Ric Flair.
I would say so, yeah.
I mean, I thought he would be in the first season of Legends of... Wait, hold on. Those two legit each hate each other. The Iron Sheik! Perfect!
Oh my God. Really put Iron Sheik in a house by
I don't think he wanted to stay in one room with another person. I think he would just have his own room. Dang it.
Good Lord.
Okay, so Ric Flair, that's like the first person who's alive, dang it. Fudge, dang, it's hard to think.
I love you, Jake. You can watch any episode of the Drunken Fools of Wrestling podcast and contribute however you want.
And I'm the substitute for today because Sean is really busy. So I decided to be co-host, and Gene is saying give Sheik a couple 40s at some point.
Oh hell! You don't even.
Gene is saying roll cameras.
You don't even need the Iron Sheik to be under the influence of any substance to be totally blunt. Pun intended.
Jake's laughing.
Okay.
Dang. And Gene is saying he stays under the influence.
I think that is what type of probably PBR.
Agreed. Okay, here's the next one. Here's the next one Sean listed. Next one he said was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
That's one that I would like to see, but I don't think he'd ever do it.
I totally agree on you. And I think he just blabbered something about him. I don't know. So, it's really hard to think all of these. And Gene is saying he's too cookie cutter good guy.
That was basically the whole premise of his character, basically being pro wrestling's Bruce Lee and never turning heel.
Yeah, pretty much.
And apparently every single time that he was in a sleeper hold, the referee forgot what the number 3 was.
Oh, those 1980s referees.
Hooked on math or something, man.
No, the Hacksaw Jim Duggan thumbs up.
Oh!
Oh!
Let's see. Who'd be another good addition to the Legends House? Like I said, Pat Patterson, but only if Gerald Briscoe's involved.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else he said. Dang, Nab. He's coming up with some good ones. Actually, he came up with some good ones. Do you know what would have been a good one? What?
Booker T. Hey, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yes! Yes! That would be amazing. Al Snow! That's actually a good one, Jake.
I was actually getting ready to say Mick Foley, thinking about
Mick
that.
Foley? Come on, you're still in mind. Here's a good one. Mae Young.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, like I said.
No, she has to be with the fabulous Moolah. There you go. Hands down. Hands down, suckers. Good God.
My sentiments exactly. But yeah, I'm probably gonna sound off with one more person. Bob Backlund.
Oh yeah, that's one he said yesterday too. Bob Backlund.
Oh yeah, dude. Bob Backlund is definitely in my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. I'm probably gonna think more about it, and on the next podcast, I'm probably gonna talk about my 10 favorite wrestlers of all time.
Who's number 1?
John Cena.
John Cena.
But in all seriousness,
no, it's Riddleman Boy. Duh.
I'm probably gonna have to say my favorite wrestler of all time is The Undertaker.
Oh, that's another one he said. That's another one he said on the stream. I'm like, why The Undertaker? He's kind of still in his dead persona, but he wanted the biker. He wanted the biker Undertaker.
Just need to. There was a good question Dexter Moser posed. Like the thing about it is, I mentioned earlier about how pro wrestling is basically a giant live variety show. And like the thing is, just why would you like it? I mean, it's like, why do you like any other television show? Why do you like Sons of Anarchy or Game of Thrones? I mean, that those universes aren't real, and because WWE carries itself under the facade of being a live show and all that. I think that a lot of people kind of like to shit on it a bit more because of that. Like I said, it's one of those things where it's different strokes for different folks on that one. There are those moments that that just make you say, that's why I'm a fan. Those moments where Edge spears Jeff Hardy off the ladder at TLC.
And Dexter Moser is saying, WWE just isn't good anymore. Totally agreed with you.
It really depends on what you define on it.
And WWF was good back in the day because of the Attitude Era, obviously, and the 80s and everything like that. And Jake is saying Scott Hall was my favorite, and true, it's really not.
Well, like I said, I think that the Attitude Era is a double-edged sword. Everybody has these fond memories of the Attitude Era, but really...
Vaughn. And Dexter is saying, thanks for the good for me, I'll fan you. Man, you're awesome. Good job, Dexter.
Thanks, Dex. And if I may continue on my point.
Oh, sorry, Chuck, go ahead.
I mean, I love seeing all the fan interaction in this. Like I said, this is a show for the fans. And
excuse me, Gene just said there was a lot of garbage in the Attitude Era as well. Yeah, I know.
I was getting ready to say.
I can't forget about that. I understand. And Dexter is saying, I support supporters of the supporters. And Jake is saying, when Stone Cold was there and the Nation.
Yeah, the Nation of Domination, but
yeah.
But anyway, But yeah, like I said, for every for every
And Jake is saying, and sorry, Chuck, Jake is saying it was good, and Dexter was saying slay.
But yeah, but anyway, just to my point,
yes.
For every Stone Cold Steve Austin, there was a beaver cleavage or meat, or just
that's what cleavage is. It's meat.
Basically for every good character or storyline in the Attitude Era, there was probably 2 or 3 that were just utter garbage.
And sorry, Dexter just said, I like Jake the Snake Roberts. Agreed with you 100%. I like him too.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
And LMAO, so true. Yeah.
And the thing is, as a wrestling fan, you have to expect the worst, but you want the best.
Yeah.
But the thing is you have to kind of be an eternal optimist to be a wrestling fan. It's like, oh, there's this dancing guy. His name's Fandango. What is who? And then and then you're just like, well, at least there's Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens next. Yay!
All right, see you, Dexter. He said you guys should. All right.
Yeah.
Take care, man.
We try to do Drunken Fools every Sunday or Monday at 5:30.
Every Sunday or Monday, and what'd you say after 10 posts?
After 10 episodes, I'm gonna try and set up a Patreon page. So if you guys like what you see, if you guys want posts, insults, or anything that you want, or any kind of contribution to the show, we'll try to pencil it in within reason. And
make sure you go see the Factory Boys on YouTube, and make sure you like their Facebook page. Make sure you friend Chuck and Sean. They are the host and co-host of the show. I'm Ashton. I'm substituting for Sean because he's pretty busy. So yeah.
But yeah, like I said, this is a show for the fans. And
wrestling fans who just like to talk to each other and everything. So yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I've actually kind of been thinking about it also in the last year. Starting to go to wrestling shows. There was about a 7-year period where I didn't. like for this or that a reason, like the economy and just, like, just personal matters. I'm just going to leave it at that. But, like, about a year ago 3 years ago when I got Sean into pro wrestling, me and a buddy of ours, DJ, when we got Sean into wrestling, I'm just like, God knows, I really want to get back into the live shows again. And, a couple years later, when there were a couple WWE shows in Richmond and Norfolk, I'm just like, dude, forget everything, man. I'm going to these shows, and like going to wrestling shows. It's just like seeing a whole bunch of people. It's like old friends who just met.
Yeah.
Like I probably wouldn't be friends with a lot of these people any other way. I mean, not to say that I'm a complete jackass or whatever.
And Gene is saying Leland and I went to Hanson last year. Okay. Chuck, I will be right back. I gotta go grab something, so you go ahead, keep talking to Gene and Jake, okay?
Yeah, man. But
all right, see you.
Take it easy. But anyway, like,
see you in just a second.
Yeah, man. But anyway, like I said, just a lot of these, like it just kind of reinforced to me that, like pro wrestling is really as awesome as I perceive it to be. Like that, just like I said, me and Gene, for example, you are not going to find two more diametrically different people in this world, but by the merit of the fact that we are both intense wrestling fans. Yeah, and that's also a really good point too, Gene. Yeah, like once you realize that it is a show, you kind of start to appreciate what all goes into making the show, what goes into making these memorable feuds, what goes into making more memorable feuds, and like really, it's just like it's really what makes us these guys who are in our mid to late 20s. Who started watching this stuff when we were young kids, love it even more so than we did when we were like, really young. Exactly. The athleticism is unreal. Like pro wrestling to me is a sport in the respect that there's not an off season, and Jerry Lawler. We were actually just talking about his arrest earlier in the podcast. Basically, him and his girlfriend got into a domestic dispute, and some things were said and done, and he's been indefinitely suspended from WWE for that reason. Like I said, I'm not going to discuss any more about it until things become more apparent. But yeah, the athleticism is unreal in that, Gene, and like I said, it's just one of those facets that makes us appreciate it more when we're older. And like I'm probably gonna take a couple more questions or reflections, and then probably call it a podcast.
I think that's a good idea too.
So, Jake, Gene, anybody else who is watching
like feel free to ask questions. Go ahead and do so. I'm going to eat some pizza.
We're doing open forum right now. We're doing open forum.
Very true. I'm 29 now, and I miss the old days. Okay.
Yeah, I remember when I went to Richmond last year for Monday Night Raw, man. I felt like I was 8 or 9 years old when I was going to my first wrestling show. It was absolutely unreal.
Yeah.
But anyway, and of course, I go under a gimmick now where I dress up as Bacon. Because
I know, I love that gimmick, the Santa Bacon gimmick. Oh, and make sure you go like that Facebook thing. Make sure you go like Santa Bacon.
Yeah, so while we still have open forum here, like just me and Sean started going to wrestling shows. He has a Santa Claus outfit. I have a bacon costume. And we dress up for the shows because when I was growing up, we didn't really have those crazy fans. Or my dad with me from seeing the crazy fans or whatever, and I'm growing up and dressing up as a bacon so that all the other people can be like, oh my goodness.
He's saying, I saw Triple H and Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, Hell in a Cell. God, that was long ago. Gene's saying you guys have some bad feedback right now and terrible echo.
Well, I think it's yeah, I'm starting to notice that too, but thankfully we're about
Is it on mine? Is it on?
Let me,
feedback after the sound. Okay. Is it on mine? I'm sorry. I can turn it down.
Hold on. I think I'm screwing around with the settings of my mic. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can you hear me or Chuck, whoever?
But anyway, I'll work on that ahead of the next podcast, and just for the time being, it's like I said, we don't have.
Oh, it's on. Gene's saying it's when Chuck talks.
All right. Let's see.
And Gene says, I think it's an echo. Hold on. He says, I think it's an echo from Ashton's. Okay. And it's still the same for Chuck.
I think it's like when I talk and
hold on. Let me turn down my. Okay, can you?
Turn down my mic.
Yeah, okay, I did. Can you, is it better?
I am saying things right now.
Yes, me too.
Let's see. Well, I think that's kind of one of the caveats of YouNow is when you do the simulcast, sometimes you run into that.
Yeah, that's what I've seen of YouNow. So it usually, because I've been on YouNow for a long time, and sometimes if you do like a guest cast, it sometimes likes to glitch. It sometimes likes to make echoes, and sometimes it likes to echoes, and sometimes sometimes it just doesn't want to be your friend. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we can only do the best we can on that, but
yeah.
But anyway, just I think we're gonna go ahead and call it right now. Thank you guys so much for.
Oh yeah. And thank you, Chuck, for letting me guess. It's an honor to actually guess with you because you're awesome.
Like I said, we have a Facebook page. It's the Drunken Fools of Wrestling, and if you have friends who are wrestling fans,
great broadcast, guys. Thanks, Gene.
Thank you so much, Gene, and hopefully one day we can get you on being a co-host. Like I said, this is a show of the wrestling fan by the wrestling fan for the wrestling fan. And
yes! Roman Reigns does the best impression on Paul Bearer. He's like, whoa! Yes! And then the producer's like, that sounds good.
Yeah, man, but anyway, I saw your Facebook message, Gene. Really, at this point, all I can say is if you have friends or family or relatives or this or that who are fans of wrestling, please refer them. Check out the Facebook page. I'll be posting when we'll be on next and all that. Like I said, we try every Sunday at 5:30, and if not Sunday, then Mondays at 5:30. I let you know as I know.
Yeah, we tried. I think we tried yesterday, but we were discussing last Sunday because it was going to be Father's Day, so we didn't know if we were going to do a stream or not. So
yeah, I mean, I told everybody ahead of time on the Facebook page that I would do it.
It's usually on the Factory Boys or Chuck's, I think, Chuck or Sean's.
Yeah, like I said, just check out the Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Drunken Fools of Wrestling.
Yes, make sure you go to there, okay?
Yeah,
they have awesome content, and they have awesome people. You're welcome, Chuck.
Yeah, just like I said, y'all just like I said, this is I want this to be a show for the wrestling fan. And
yeah, the first time you ever been on YouNow, you got 479 viewers.
Most of them were from JoJo, and so that means we're big in Canada.
Yes. Oh, yes. Speaking of which, if you ever watch our Drunk Fools of Wrestling shows, make sure you share it because you have that ability on YouNow.
There's no better press than word of mouth.
Yes, and we get
that's the take-home message that we're going to instill with you guys.
And that means we get new people to communicate with us and tell their opinions of pretty much wrestling, and we like that.
So like I said, just tell your friends about
Anybody who has YouNow, who doesn't have YouNow, tell them to get on YouNow, watch Strong Controls of Wrestling. I'm Chuck Beatty. That's Ashton Arndt.
Hello.
And Sean O'Keefe will probably be on the next episode.
Sean O'Keefe will come back, I'm thinking, next Sunday, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, either next Sunday or next Monday. Like I said, I let you guys know as I know when we're doing the next podcast.
Yeah.
But anyway, have a great night, and Monday Night Raw is on in 45 minutes, and I am hungry as a moth.
There you go.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, take it easy, Chuck.